Okay, this is Tom from NerdRemix.com, and on Skype tonight I have our inaugural Horror Hottie of the Month, the lovely and talented Bianca Barnett. Say hi.
Oh, hi, everyone.
So anyway, what you got coming up? The Toy Box. I interviewed Mike Colburn months back. He seems like a pretty cool project based on the
Michael's an awesome guy. He and I have been talking about doing a project together for a long time. And he brought me in for the Toy Box, which is a pretty intense film based on David Ray Parker, who was a serial killer that killed, they think, maybe 60 people. So it's a heavy film, you know. It's intense, but I had fun working on it, you know, because people were really great. And I actually had a chance to act, so that was cool. And I had the lines and everything. I didn't have to mime or whatever I was doing with my other character in Albino Farm.
Oh yeah, big bit. But you know, I when I watched that and I watched the bonus features, I'm like, wow, it's amazing that they took this beautiful woman, loaded her up with prosthetics, and made her fugly. So. Oh.
Well, I mean, I knew what I was getting into when I signed on. Nobody wanted the role, and maybe they were just smarter than I was. I don't know.
How long did you actually spend in the makeup chair for that?
About 3 to 4 hours, depending on how close up they had to get. That part wasn't too bad, but actually having to keep the makeup on for, you know, at least 12 hours or whatever.
Yeah, drinking everything through a straw and everything, so.
Yeah, I had to drink through a straw. I had teeth that came in and out. I couldn't see out of one eye, you know, and I couldn't breathe. I had to breathe through my mouth.
I'm surprised that film didn't find a wider audience. I expected it to blow up a little bit, you know, especially with...
yeah, I mean, I did too.
The wrestler, the name escapes me. What the hell is it? Chris
Jericho. I mean, people still talk about it because of him.
I think it's got a pretty good cult following. I mean, a lot of people know the movie, so...
Yeah, they do. And my sister actually, it's funny, she found it the other day in... I don't know, she's at Blockbuster or something, and she and her boyfriend found it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But it's only, you know, it hasn't even been out that long. You know, it's been out less than a year.
Yeah.
So who knows, you know, I mean, maybe eventually it'll find a bigger audience. But, I mean, I'm happy with it. It really sort of gave me some recognition, and that's what I was looking for.
Hey, you never know, they could develop into an iconic character. I mean, she is the ultimate butterface.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, people wanted to do, you know, action figures and stuff, but I wish I had more control over that. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd be like, go for it, but, you know, with all the licensing stuff.
The big
action figure. Cool. I mean, I'd be so flattered.
Okay, another one you got coming out. I saw this when you did the little questionnaire for the Horror Hottie of the Month. Thanks, by the way, for doing that.
Oh, sure, anytime.
You were awesome being our first one. And
yeah, honor.
I was surprised the response I got from it the first time I sent it out. Hardly anybody responded. And, you know, I didn't even send a response to you because I was going to ask you right away anyway.
Uh-huh.
And, like, the second time I sent it out, everybody wanted in, and, like, everybody's wanting to book different things now, so.
Well, good. Congratulations. That's
Hopefully
awesome.
It blows up. Another thing I wanted to ask you about, I heard you had this coming out from that thing, is My 17 Romance, and that was directed by Emily Haggins, the girl that...
Oh, yeah, the young... She's 17 now, but when she did her first feature-length film, she was 13.
Yeah, and got a documentary out about it now called Zombie Girl. So.
Yes, and she's a great person, a great girl, very sweet and humble and very professional. The entire crew was great. I'm really fortunate to have been working on that with her, and I love going to Austin. It's one of my favorite places to work and hang out. And no, I mean, I hope I get to work with her more in the future. I think last year at Comic-Con they showed, or was it the past Comic-Con, they showed her most recent, you know, endeavor, and it got a lot of response, and that was really cool. So, you know, she's making a name for herself at this age, and that's really, really great. I'm proud of her.
Gotta kind of be a little surreal taking, you know, direction from a 17-year-old. You just put that away and say, okay, I'm taking direction.
No, I don't put it away. I mean, no, not at all. She's more professional than a lot of people I've worked with, and she's 17. You know, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with how they are as a person, you know, the maturity level and everything, and the crew, half of the crew were like 17-year-olds, but they really, you know, they were there and they were serious. So, to me, age doesn't matter. You know, it's your level of professionalism. So
I think, you know, even since I've been reviewing movies, you can tell the people that have a passion for this, and that people that are just okay, I'm going to make a horror movie to make a quick buck, get my name out there so I can make my romantic comedy with fucking Julia Roberts.
Yeah, I kind of have a little bit of disdain toward that idea of we're making a movie, so let's party kind of attitude.
Yeah, well, you know, obviously you want to move on to bigger and better projects, but you're also a horror fan too, and you know that. I
am a horror fan, like huge horror fan, and but I've worked on some sets, nothing, you know, big. This was even early on in my career, and some people just weren't really serious about making a movie. They just really wanted to just get together and party, and it was kind of like, I mean, I must have been the wet blanket or something. But I was like, come on, let's work, you know, because I don't know. I mean, if you want to party afterwards, that's fine. I don't care as long as you show up the next day. But to me, it's work, you know, it's a job. So.
Which, you know, you mentioned Comic-Con. Brings me to my next topic, conventions. I know you've done a few. What do you think about them? I'm going to a big one next week in Cincinnati, Horror Hound.
Yeah, I wish I was going to that.
It's
maybe next
really
year.
Huge, so it's like a 4-hour drive, so it's probably going to suck by the time I get there. But anyway.
Are you staying the night over there? Or are you just going?
We're driving down Saturday. I'm actually driving down with my wife, my 13-year-old, and my 11-year-old. We're all.
Oh, that's fun. I think it'll be cool. I think you'll actually really like it. I love conventions because you're there and everybody. It's like a dream because even when you think before the internet, it was so hard to find people that had similar interests. But now you're going to a specific venue where everybody pretty much loves what you love. So
yeah, I know you're among your people. I know.
Yeah, I love it. You know, like that's the reason I used to go to the goth clubs and stuff when I was a teenager. I wanted to be around people that liked what I liked. Yeah.
Have you ever had to shut anybody down at conventions? I mean, have you been like walking through a hall and like Tom Savini comes up and says, you know, hey, you want to come back to my room and rest or something like that, you know?
No, nobody. To be honest, no one's ever really been inappropriate. I've met some weird people, but for the most part, everybody's really cool.
That's what guys who run websites, right?
There have been really drunk guys that have come out before, but you know, usually I'm at a table with a bunch of people, and they kind of watch my back, which is cool.
I mentioned Tom Savini because I went to a convention, and it was actually my first convention ever in Detroit last April. And
where I filmed my first real movie that I did.
Oh, really?
Was in Detroit. Yeah, it was very cold.
But Tom Savini was like the worst fan experience I've ever had in my life.
Oh, no.
He
That's
took a
terrible.
cell phone call while I was, you know, and just like completely ignored me, right?
Aw.
I was trying to tell the guy how much I admire his work and everything, right? And then a young girl walks up and he's like snaps into it, you know, oh, let me see your portfolio and all this. It's like, wow, sex machine, really?
Yeah. You know, I've heard stories about him, that type of, and I hate doing this, but I've also heard he hangs out in the horror movie section at you know, Blockbuster and movie stores trying to pick up girls.
But don't worry, I doubt Tom Savini's going to hear this. But
sorry, Tom Savini, don't hate me. This is just what I have heard.
I think he got pissed off then because I didn't buy an autograph. I just got my picture taken with him.
There you go. Did he charge you to get your picture taken with him?
No, he didn't. Surprisingly.
Okay, that's cool. Some people charge for that too. So.
See, I met like a month ago. I met Herschel Gordon Lewis, who has always been one of my idols at Cinema Wasteland in Cleveland, and he didn't even charge for autographs.
Oh, that's so nice.
If you had a fan item or whatever, he signed it for free. So.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody brings me something that they already bought, I'll sign it for free. I don't like. It's weird for me. Like, I wish I had somebody else taking care of the financial part for me. Like, yeah, if you want her signature, it's gonna. I mean, I can't wait till I'm at that point because I know Elvira and people that are big like that have other people dealing with the money part.
Yeah, that's got to be kind of awkward. I mean,
yeah, it's weird to me. Like, I don't like doing it because I feel like a jackass. I'm like, hey.
William Forsythe gave me that vibe when I got his autograph. Like he was uncomfortable asking me for the $20 for the autograph picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that too. I wish that's why I need. Maybe I don't even have to be that famous. I can just get somebody to be my assistant that'll do all that for me because I just feel like a jackass.
Well, hey, like I said, William Forsythe acted like he was really uncomfortable, and another person I got, actually my wife got her autograph was Tiffany Shepis. And,
she's sweet.
She was really cool about it. I mean, she sat there and broke my ass about everything. My wife bought this calendar that Tiffany signed for her, and she was sharing a table with Kane Hodder, and she found his birthday on there and wrote "Loser Kane" and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I've met Tiffany through friends a few times, and she's very cool. I also, I just, like I said, it's just kind of weird to me, and maybe I'll get better at it.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna, you got a few projects on the thing. I was looking at this Archaic Redemption you're doing.
Yeah, that one I'm really excited about.
Is that the guy that did Red Victoria?
Yes.
All right, that was a very cool movie. I don't know.
It is a very cool movie. Yeah. His father's actually, and we're talking about Anthony Broderick.
Yeah.
His father did Don't Look in the Basement.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. And so now we're going to, I say we because I'm part of it now, but I'm going to be in this film that he's making, and it's based on Second Life? Is that the name of the big... Nah, I sound like a geek because I don't know. I think, Second Life is that virtual type of big online virtual game.
Oh, okay.
And Archaic Redemption is one of the worlds that's in that. It's an actual, there are real people that play the game in that world. And we're basing these people, these undead characters on real people's characters, which is cool.
Oh,
and I'm gonna play Blu-ray, and I've already, I'm gonna meet the girl that actually is her and created that character, and I don't know, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Lost me on the video game things. The other guy that I run the website with, Derek, he's a video gamer. He's actually in Texas too. So.
What part of Texas?
Sugarland.
I don't know where that is. I'm from Dallas. I'm in the Dallas area.
See, he's always complaining. I told him, since I was interviewing tonight, that I would ask you because he's always got like press passes to go to these big horror festivals at the Alamo Draft House, and nobody ever goes with him.
Yeah, well, it's bad. I mean, I would go to those things. I'm going to a festival next weekend, the Bloodbath Festival, and Shannon Lark and Debbie Rochon and
April Brill's going to be there, right?
Yep, and April Chainsaw Sally, and we're all going to be there.
It was kind of funny. I saw the poster for that, and they had April's picture right next to Reggie Bannister on the poster for it. And I did this searching for Chainsaw Sally video at Cinema Wasteland, and I got Reggie Bannister on it, and he actually was talking about I think he was drunk. He didn't because he had no clue what I was talking about.
No.
He had seen Chainsaw Sally, and he goes into this long spiel about, well, he is a transvestite, and he just came out to me, and all this, and I'm just like cringing. Because, and April and Jimmy were really cool about it. Before I posted it on the website and on YouTube and everything, I asked them to say, you guys can have a sense of humor about this, and they were cool. But I'm
oh my gosh,
he's going to break his ass about it.
I love hearing stories about people like that. It's so funny.
But anyway, what else you got going on? I mean, I know you were supposed to do the Chainsaw Sally Christmas thing. That kind of got put on hold.
Yeah, I have. I have an audition, and I'm pretty sure I have the gig, but it's for a web series type thing. I can't really talk too much about it, but it's gonna film next month. And it's going to be sort of like Sin City type of graphic novel sort of thing. It's not a horror film, but I don't know. That's the next thing I have going on. And then I'm going to go to Sweden, which is really cool because I've never been out of the country. I'm going to go to Sweden to